that Santa bag right here has been on my list. Oh my gosh, I finally found it. This is such a cute card. Get this one. I recently put it in my junk journal. It's everything. Trust me, get that one. I'm actually gonna get a double. I already have one, but I'll explain this one later. It's pink and it has snow. Here it is. Oh my god, I found it. Okay, so this was also on my hunt list. All right, this was also on my list. Here's another item on my list, but these are just as good and you get two. I gotta get the car washed. Alright, so I whipped out a brand new composition notebook and I'm starting my reading log. I probably should have left this front page to do like some type of cover, but maybe on the next one. So I'm also starting out of order, but that's okay too. I wanted to go ahead and like put down the one that is like fresh in my mind. So I started with Barbarian's Temptation. I also messed up the tape a little bit, which I'm not happy about. And then here's kind of like what my setup will look like. So I'm gonna do a fresh one with you guys. So we're gonna start another one on this side. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Google Images. Okay, so I typed in Barbarian's Lady. I'm just gonna find like one of those top 3 there and just do a right click save image. Then I'm going to take the image and paste it into a Word document and I'm going to print from there. So here is Barbarian's Redemption that I just printed. So I'm going to replace it with Barbarian's Lady. I need to get to a point where I create like a grid chart. That way I can drop multiple images and then they'll always be like the same size. So I don't have to like constantly change their size, but I will do that another time. So for now, I'm just gonna grab my image, paste it on here, and then send it to the printer. See, so I need to put in several more books. 4 could definitely fit in here, especially if I remove my margin options. But we're gonna go ahead and cut this one out. And I like to leave a little like trim or border, like a white border around it. I just feel like it looks nicer and cleaner. This would also be a lot better if you did this on sticker paper. So if you have some sticker paper, you can also get some. You can get packing, like the Avery labels, shipping labels, and they come in like a whole sheet, and then that way you don't have to like, yeah. So you can see I have like the white border around it. It looks so nice. And then I'm gonna start on this page and then I'm gonna put it over here. So what I've been doing is I've been using this tape. It's from Dollar Tree. It's the Scotch. It's double-sided. So, and then we're just gonna add tape. But this is why having sticker paper will really come in handy. Honestly, I know I have some, but God knows where that is. So I'll just have to find it, and then I'm going to sink it here on this side. And I also like to then add packing tape over it. Just because it's not a sticker paper, it's printer paper. So these little, see how that goes? I mean, I could also do a glue stick, but honestly, I would still do this feature because it kind of acts like a laminator, and it will just help keep the image from getting like scratched and, you know, messed with. Okay, I got that one down smooth. I have to do 2 strips of this. And if you're wondering why I'm not tearing it with the little tear thing, it's because it doesn't work. I don't know what's wrong with this, but like I'll go to rip it, but this thing is not, it's not doing it. All right, so now that I got those, I'm gonna go ahead and go for random. So I am gonna use this side just because going vertical, the lines would bother me. So I'm gonna go this side and we're gonna do pink, and then let's do a blue, like that. Actually, let's do it like this because I want to be consistent in the sides of where I write about the female and the male characters. So the male's going to be on the left, the female's going to be on the right, and then I do the same thing. I'm just using this tape. I'm sure my methods will change over time, but you know, I have this material, so might as well use it. All right, now we need the 3 ratings. So again, I could change this over time, but I feel like I got it figured out. Female, male overall. This is just where I'm gonna rate them, and I use these little flags from Dollar Tree. So let's try this one. Now this one only has a stickiness on the end, and even then it's not that good. So we're gonna double side it, and this tape is perfect because it's like the perfect length. I'm just gonna put that there. And then we'll do it again. This one's gonna be, we'll just be consistent. Blue for boy, pink for girl. I'm also gonna try to line it up and just make it look really nice. I kind of messed up on the first one a little bit. It's off by a smidge, but that's okay. And then the green one will be like the overall rating of the book itself. So there is the setup. Oh my gosh, this is super cute. I can't wait to like fill this up. That's gonna be amazing. All right, so Barbarian's Lady was Kate's story, and I need stickers. I need like star stickers so I can rate it. I just haven't decided like how I want to handle that. I don't know if I want to make them myself. I don't know if I want to buy them off of Etsy. I don't know if I want to like do a stamp and stamp stars, like 3 out of 5 kind of thing. All right, so I went ahead and wrote in like what I felt about each character. I actually was not a fan of Barbarian's Lady. Like, it was good. Like, I did not like it. It's just they weren't my favorite couple. Gel or vibe with Kate's character that much. I just thought she was a little bit boring for me. And then Herrick, I also, as a male, I didn't really like him that much either. I thought that he annoyed me a little bit just because of the way that he like joked and like what came out of his mouth. It like was pretty offensive and like upset Kate, even though he was coming from like a very innocent place and like he wasn't like trying to, you know, hurt her feelings at all. He just liked watching her blush, and so he thought she was beautiful when she, you know, looked embarrassed, so he would like say things because he thought she just looked beautiful. There were like other reasons other than that, but it didn't vibe with me. Like, it wasn't like, yeah, I wrote like he's a decent guy, like he's great for Kate, but like if I had to be on this planet, Herrick would not be, he would not be one of the guys I would want to resonate to, that's for sure. But yeah, so I can't rate them with my stars because I don't have them. Out of 5 stars, I would probably rate Kate like a 1, and I would also rate Herrick as a 1. And then overall, I would also rate this as a 1. Resonated with Ellie, and I really liked both of them. I thought they were perfect for each other. And you get Beck in another girl's story, in Claire's story. And actually, I did not like Beck at all. I think I've talked about Beck already, but that's why she titled it Redemption, because Beck gets his redemption. And boy, did he get it. Like, she wrote Beck so freaking good in this one. Like, I had no idea that, like, literally Beck was, I didn't even want to read about him the way that she wrote him in Claire's. But now he's like one of my #1 picks. Like, if it had to be me on this planet, Beck might be #1. I'm gonna read through the whole series and then I'm gonna decide like who I would want to end up with. These were the 2 that were fresh. I'm also reading, which one am I reading right now? I'm reading Barbarian's Rescue. So far that's my log. Now I definitely could have gone a lot smaller, and you can fit like multiple logs if you wanted to. But I write big, so I needed the space. The other thing I want to include in here is a stamp, which I have a date stamp of like when I read the book. So I'll probably stamp it at the top. So these are the 3 fresh books, and I'm actually still reading this one, so I'm not going to input this one just yet, and then I'm going to go back and start at the beginning. I'm gonna have to make a trip to Dollar Tree and Walmart to get more material for this. I want to get my packing tape. I think it'll just be the easiest to do my little laminating piece to this. Then I want to get, probably, even though I'm still going to laminate it, I want to get the Avery label so I can print it on sticker paper. And that way when I cut it, it'll just peel and stick instead of using glue stick. And then I'll still need glue stick anyway, because I'm probably going to do the glue stick effect on this. But I'll also get the double-sided tape as well from Dollar Tree, because I don't know, whenever crafting, I feel like material is fun to switch back and forth from. It's just fun to use like different stuff. So I really like the whole process, you know. I don't discount like glue stick versus tape. I think it's fun to kind of like go back and forth. So, but right now I am going to take a nap or just lay in bed. Just keep getting these headaches, and it could be weather related. Loki also seemed to be very tired. He would follow me around, but then he would immediately like lay down and try to sleep. So I put him back in his kennel, but I'm with him, so I think he'll feel cozy and he'll take a good nap. And yeah, I watched all of Melissa and Joey. Well, I know I missed a bunch of episodes, but I did get to the very end, So I kind of wanted to rewatch just the first episode. Does anyone else do that? So that's what I'm gonna do. Good morning. I'm in my book log again, and I finished yet another book. So I got some printed off, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this one put in. I'll show you guys what I did because I changed the color scheme, but that's because some of the books that Ruby Dixon writes, they're not like specifically about one couple. It's kind of like an interlude, I guess you could say. And I love that she does this. I think it's like genius. But in between her bigger books, she writes kind of like smaller ones. But you get updates, essentially. It's like an update. And so it's like multiple couples in this. I'm just gonna grab my glue stick. But I do feel like in this one, which is The Barbarian Before Christmas, this one still I feel like had main characters, and Beck and Ellie are main characters in this because you get more of their side of the story than any other couple. And it's not about all couples either. She just like puts a couple of them in here. I feel like Beck is going to be the blue alien that kind of wins my heart after I read all of this. So far, he's like the one. Like if I went there right now and he wasn't mated to Ellie, I'd take him in a heartbeat. That's all you need to know. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to read the other ones and see if I like anyone as much as I like this character. So, all right. And they didn't disappoint. Like, I think Ellie is so perfect for him. And there's just an intensity about Beck and Ellie that I just don't feel like we really have. And some of the other relationships, it's just, it's everything. All right, so I got it in the journal, and you can see that my color scheme has changed. Also, I fixed the first one, which this is Beck. I had the wrong colors in here, and I wanted to kind of keep them consistent. So blue male, pink female, it's just pretty easy for me that way. So as you can see, I've been writing in, and then I also entered in Ice Planet Barbarian. This is actually the first book. Yes, they're not pasted in order, but I haven't written anything because I need to reread it. And then I changed the colors because, again, this isn't about one particular couple. It's an update around a couple of the couples. So I wrote males so I could write about them, and then I wrote females, and then like that. So I'm really liking how this is turning out. No, this whole thing is not going to be just the Blue Alien books, but I do want all the Blue Alien books together. So I'm going to go ahead and start making pages for all of them, and they will just be blank like this until I get to them. But I want to go ahead and get all 22 of them clustered together in this log, and then that way I can go back and plug in, like, for example, like I read this one. Rule number 1, you can't date the coach's daughter. So like that one will get its own log as well. And even like, you know, my Julie Garwoods. So definitely going to be doing that. So I'll be working on that soon. And then, yeah, so I really like how it's turning out. I have to say that of all the couples, I wasn't a big fan of them. Herrick and Kate. And Liz. Oh, I forgot to mention. So Liz is in this one. And I was in my room last night reading the rest of this, and I was laughing so hard. I don't know what it is about Liz, but she is written so damn funny to me that like I'm laughing out loud. Like I'm belly laughing. It's so funny. So I actually finished my work for the day. It's 1 o'clock and I'm very surprised by all this. I did get up super early to shower, do my makeup, get the film, get the editing, and I pre-filmed as well. So I'm very happy with that. That means I have some time to kind of just do what I want to do today. I'm waiting on some extra material that gets delivered today for my Etsy kits, and I did throw up a couple more. By the time you're watching this, they could be gone, but like you can check my shop just in case. But as soon as those items come in, I'll be going into my craft room and finishing the kits out. I'm gonna do another little entry, Barbarian Alien, which I think that's Liz's story. I'm gonna double check here in a second, but I went ahead and printed out Barbarian Alien, which is the second installment. So put that down. Yeah. Barbarian Alien is in fact Liz, but what is interesting to me is that she has blonde hair here, but she is a brunette here. But she's written as a blonde. So I know this cover's correct, but it's crazy because these images are on Ruby Dixon's website, rubydixon.com. So I wonder why it's like that. I mean, honestly, I kind of imagine Liz more like this than I do like this, oddly enough, even though like she's clearly written as a blonde. But like in my head, she just looks different. I don't know. All right, so that, oh, I also wanted to create some tabs because I'm gonna have multiple books and some of them will be series. I thought I could use these right on removable index tabs. So let's see how that's going to work. Okay, so it's cool because yeah, you get to write on them and you get like multiples. And then I can just sort of, I can just put this one up here at the top like that. And then once I've inserted all of my Blue Alien books, let's say it takes about this many pages, then I would do another tab for like the next book and the next book kind of thing. So I love Dollar Tree. I'm not gonna write on it just yet because I think I would prefer using my label maker. I got one from Walmart. I've still been looking for it. I don't know where I put it, what I did with it. It is no doubt in one of my craft room drawers. I just have to go digging for it. So instead of using my handwriting, I just want it to be like super clean look. So I'm just gonna leave it blank for now and use my label maker. All right, Loki's in his kennel for his afternoon nap, and I'm gonna read the next installment of on my Kindle, which I believe is, I don't even know whose story it is, to be honest. I think there's only one Blue Alien left, which is Sessa.